So I'd like to welcome you to National Technical Letter Intent Signing Day.
Today, you're taking a step forward. Career and technical education hold a world of possibilities for your future career.
We want to wish you the best of luck and pass along our congratulations on the choices you're making today and the future success you're going to achieve.
Congratulations on participating in this year's National Signing Day for Career and Technical Education.
Welcome to National Signing Day and to your very bright future.
I want to congratulate you on making this important decision.
And I want to thank all the participating colleges for joining us on this very, very special day, recognizing students from all across this United States of the value and the nobleness of technical education.
This was an idea about how to engage directly with young people and bring them into great career fields.
Today you're signing with a school that's going to prepare you for the quickly changing world of work.
This commitment to become the next generation of skilled professionals places you on the forefront of innovation.
This certificate or degree and the certifications you earn will be the proof your future employer needs to know you'll get the job done right.
You'll not only be ready for the first job, but on a journey for a very successful career.
So your interest in educating yourself not only helps you and your family,
but it's also important to your community and to the nation as a whole.
Today, we celebrate your commitment to become part of that great American legacy.
Congratulations to the schools, instructors, and family members
who support, help make this momentous day possible.
We are here as industry partners to cheer you on.
Thank you for participating in this important day.
We're very proud of you. We're very glad you're joining us.
I'm delighted today to join NC3, congratulating students who are signing today for challenge and opportunity tomorrow.
Hope has a face. Today that hope begins. Congratulations to all of you. What a great day this is.
This country of ours was built by the hearts, the minds, and the strength of its people. It was not by chance that we got here. It was because people dared to set their sights and achieve. NC3 celebrates you. You are the dreamers of today, the doers of tomorrow. Your signature on this National Signing Day sets your sights on success, and we are here beside you. Together, we will build, grow, and improve. There are thousands of you today, across the country, declaring your intent to achieve. Career and technical education is the key to your bright future. That's why your instructors, your school, and NC3 are here for you. That's why our industry partners are investing in you. We want you to certify that you've got what it takes to succeed, and we know you do. We want the world to know what you are capable of. You sign today to formally continue your journey, a journey to the career that we know you deserve. You will transport us in vehicles faster and smarter than they have ever been. You will keep us safe and comfortable in buildings, stronger and brighter than they have ever been. You will use the tools and technology of today to build the tools and technology of tomorrow. You will feed us, keep us healthy, and light the way. Your creativity and ideas will enable invention, conservation, and endless possibilities for all of us. NC3 and our industry partners are proud of you. We celebrate you. So sign your name and join us. We need you now more than ever. Congratulations and welcome.
This is an exciting day. Good morning. I'm so glad to see each of you here this morning. Thank you for making time to be here today. I'd like to welcome you to National Signing Day. I'm Jeff Cockrell. I serve as Special Projects Coordinator for Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Nashville. And today we honor those of you who are entering a technical field. High school students, school counselors, teachers, parents, industry partners, college administrators, potential employers, community leaders, and government officials are here today to celebrate you, that you're committing a technical education by signing your letter of intent for Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Nashville. This is an exciting moment, and we're glad you're here. So I would like to congratulate those of you who are signing today for your intent to attend Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Nashville. I'm excited that you have chosen a non-traditional college route by deciding on technical education. You know, often students enter a technical career and they have that special level of self-discipline and desire. Many do not usually realize, in fact, the level of knowledge and skill required for such vocational training. And today we have a crisis regarding skilled workers. Employers are telling me almost weekly that they cannot find enough skilled trades people. Some say the United States will experience significant shortages in skilled workers by the year 2029. So that's good news for you. We here at Tennessee College of Applied Technology in Nashville provide hands-on training to prepare you for actual work in your chosen field. We're entirely concentrated on relevant job training. So here it's kind of like a lab, is the way I see it. Students practice in a setting that prepares them for the career. They learn under professionals, people who have been in industry for years and have that experience. The Tennessee Colleges of Applied Technology are the state's premier providers of state-of-the-art technical training for workers to obtain the technical skills and professional training necessary for advancement in today's competitive job market. When someone graduates from the Tennessee College of Applied Technology in Nashville, they have the necessary skills to succeed in their career. So when we talk about skilled jobs, we're talking about special skills are needed to be developed in order to do the job. So not everyone can do it. We give students the knowledge needed to start a career in a field that requires technical expertise and hands-on training, like welding, building construction, advanced manufacturing, machine tool, and several others. We give you the practical training needed for a specific career. This means that every lesson and every assignment prepare you to meet the basic qualifications for an entry-level job. You learn in a dedicated environment with peers and instructors who are experienced professionals in the field. And we're here to help you succeed in your chosen career path. You have made a great choice in choosing a technical education. When you graduate, you have the necessary knowledge and skills to succeed in your career and to earn a good living. Those who have a technical education are in high demand. Graduates with technical training generally have higher starting salaries, more career opportunity, and less lag time from graduation to employment. So I'm excited that you're here today, and I'm looking forward to seeing you progress in your studies and begin a satisfying career. So welcome. And at this time, I'd like to introduce our president, Nathan Garrett. President Garrett has served as president of TCAT Nashville since January 2022, succeeding the late President Mark Lenz, who passed away unexpectedly on September the 8th, 2021. President Garrett joined the TBR system as Special Industry Coordinator at TCAT Memphis in 2012. He was Director of Workforce Innovations at the Greater Memphis Alliance for a Competitive Workforce in 2015, and he returned to TCAT Memphis as Assistant Director later that year. In 2017, he was appointed to the dual role of Vice President of TCAT Murfreesboro and TBR Assistant Vice Chancellor for Community and Economic Development. He served as interim president of TCAT McMinnville from July 2020 through September 2021, and then he returned to the TBR System Office as Assistant Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs and Workforce Alignment. In that role, he was the system's lead coordinator of U.S. Department of Labor Certified Apprenticeship Programs. President Garrett is completing his doctorate in education at the University of Memphis. He earned a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science and a Master of Arts in International Relations at Eastern Illinois University. Welcome, President Garrett.
So that intro is to say, I haven't been able to hold a job very long, and so they just keep moving me around. So get some skills so you can do that, folks. And I appreciate everyone here. Dr. Cockrell, I appreciate you. You've done an excellent job. But I want to recognize the folks that have worked on this. And so first and foremost, again, welcome to everyone here, students, faculty, parents, administrators, elected officials, chamber folks. Without your support, this does not happen. And so we appreciate that support very much. I do want to take just a minute to call Mayor Mike Callis up just to say a few words to you as a whole. Mayor Callis has been an ardent supporter of technical education. Not only is he a supporter of education, but he came from the technical arena. And so I can't tell him enough how much I appreciate his support, his leadership, his guidance. And while I may trying to hire him to come back and work in technical education at some point in time, but until then, I did want to present him a TCAT hat that you could wear. For me, it's dirty the first day after I wear it, so good luck keeping it clean, but I do want to have an opportunity for you to say a few things.
Hey, I just want to say thank you for all being here. This building used to be the vocational center for the high school. Right next door is Portland East, which was the high school. And this was a pathway for students to get technical experience. I went to school in this very building. And I took welding and cutting, and I left directly from this facility and went to work fresh out of high school. And I've got a chance over the years to put a lot of skills into place. Monty, one of your instructors, we worked together in machine shops for years ago. And I want you to know that whatever skills you pick up in here will stick with you for a lifetime, and you'll build a career off of those, and not just staying in that particular skill, but it will elevate you to the point if you want to be in upper management or ownership of future companies, you'll be able to do that. They can't take your skill away from you. Once you learn it, it's yours. And I'm telling you, the market out there demands people with skills. And if you pick those up in here, you're going to be able to go out into the marketplace and set what you want to earn in life. That's how valuable this is. As Jeff said, as the president has indicated, we're needing workers. We've got chamber representatives back here from the Gallatin and Portland chamber. They get calls all the time. How do we get workers? How do we get skilled workers? And if you choose to follow this path, you'll never regret it, and it'll set you up for things in your life that you never expected, and you'll be glad that you did. So I say to you, congratulations. This is a great step for you in your life, and really it's a great step for our country. The more skilled laborers we have, the better and stronger our country will be. So I say thank you to all of you for being here today.
Thank you, Mayor. I appreciate those words. And it always means a whole lot when someone came from the trades. And so he's got that experience and has done an excellent job. I also want to just briefly mention that we do have some awesome support here today. We have Miss Sherry Ferguson from the Portland Chamber of Commerce, and we appreciate everything that they do to partner with us as well as the community. Miss Kim Baker from the Gallatin Chamber of Commerce, we appreciate you so much showing up today to provide support to these students. Mr. Mark Gregory. Mr. Mark Gregory is the CTE director at Robertson County Schools. And Mr. Chase Moore is the CTE director at Sumner County Schools. So these guys do a phenomenal job. They need a lot of prayers because they have to work with me quite often. And so we've got a lot of cool things in store, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate the partnerships that we have with those school districts. And then also wanted to recognize the Tennessee Board of Regents staff that we have here today. And so we have Dr. Chashaka Hollins from the Tennessee Board of Regents, and we also have Dr. Jothany Blackwood from the Tennessee Board of Regents. And so we do want to thank them for their support. They're doing phenomenal things at the system office. And from a system office standpoint, it's kind of what makes all of us work. They do a lot of policy and strategy and do a phenomenal job. So I'm going to rehash a little bit of what you heard already. We love to have you guys here. We're excited to have you here. Can everyone put their two hands in the air real quick? You're going to learn how to use these. Okay? Here's the cool thing. If we do our job right and we preach safety every single day, no matter where you go in this world, you're going to have the capability to earn a living. My dad always preached, you learn how to use these two things, you'll never be without a job. We focus on that hands-on training. We focus on this shop space. So a Nathan Garrettism, of course, everyone walks in, they said, how much time do I spend in the classroom? How much time do I spend in the shop? Because 9 times out of 10, folks like us, we want to tear something apart and fix it. The shop classroom space ratio is about a perfect blend. So if you see how big our classroom is compared to our shop, that's a good idea of how much time you're going to spend in the classroom, 30%, and the rest of the time you're out here building stuff. And for us, we value that work because there is no better way to learn how to fix something than to have to see it in pieces and you got to put it back together. And so we have phenomenal instructors that do that. I do want to take a second to thank the instructors. If you can all raise your hand, let us know. They're the sauce that makes the Big Mac good. So without them, you've got a bunch of knuckleheads like me in a tie and a jacket just staring, trying to figure things out. So they're going to be your mentor. They're going to be your instructor. They're going to be everything it is in terms of a gateway to a career. So I'm very proud of them and the work that they do. I have 3 numbers that I want you guys to remember: 1, 2, and 7. 1, 2, and 7. For every 1 advanced degree that we produce in the United States, we need 2 bachelor's degrees to support that advanced degree. And then to support those advanced degrees, we have to have 7 technical tradespeople out there to do the work. So from a supply and demand standpoint, the demand for technical trades has never been higher. The production of technical tradesmen, we need to crank up. So you guys really have your future in your hands. You will come out with skills that are in demand, that are required, and the supply of you is not that great. We need more. So to me, that means you guys are going to be able to control your wages. And so we are excited about that. So 1, 2, 7, don't forget about that. Those are neat numbers to remember. And so as we go forward, folks, I again want to say thank you very much for taking a look at the Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Nashville. We are here for success. I cannot wait to see you walk across the graduation stage. It's a really cool evening for us. But honestly, nothing trumps the day you walk in here and you get a job. That's what we focus on. How do we find you employment? How do you have a livable wage job? And for the parents who are here, we do a lot of talk on how we support students. So if you look at the variables that indicate college success, we've got funds, transportation, all these variables. The only thing that moves the needle is parental support. Parental support is key. So when your mom and dad are telling you to get to college, like my mom and dad told me, pat them on the back and tell them thank you. They're here for you. And whatever we can do to make sure that we're centered on you guys, you let us know, because we value you guys' opinion. So welcome to the Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Nashville. Excited to have you here, and I'm pumped to be able to get you guys in these shops. So again, I appreciate everyone being here, and at this moment in time, I'm going to turn this back over to Dr. Cochran.
We couldn't do what we do without partners like our community partners, our industry partners, and we're so glad to partner with local industry, and we're so glad that Jeremy Todd is able to be with us today to speak with us firsthand on local industry and the importance of skills trades. As president of United Machine and Tool, Jeremy Todd has increased sales, improved profit margins, and strengthened the company's culture. He earned a bachelor's degree in business management and organizational leadership from Union University, and he believes the key to success is focusing on employees and the processes to ensure that the right tools are available to produce quality products. Thus, quality, drive, and customer focus are 2 major aspects of United Machine and Tool. With over 15 years of experience in the manufacturing industry, President Todd believes that by focusing and investing in innovation and new technology in the manufacturing world, you become a better leader in the market. These types of investments help expand the company's capabilities and allow diversification. Thank you, Jeremy, for coming to speak to us today about the importance of technical training.
Thanks again for having me. Dr. Cochran, thanks for the introduction. As he said, my name is Jeremy Todd. I'm president of United Machine and Tool. We are a family-owned and operated CNC machining facility in Gouldsville, Tennessee. My dad started the company about 35 years ago. Our core of what we do is manufacturing. So we machine components in a wide different industry, whether it be hot water, commercial boiler, locomotive, ATV, aerospace. So that's a core of kind of what we do, is manufacturing and making components, taking something out of nothing and creating something. Within that space, it takes people like you to help us do what we do. That's a little introduction of kind of what we do and what we are. But first and foremost, I want to say congrats to you guys. You're taking the first step from leaving school to now moving into the next stage of your life. I wish that when I was in your shoes, that I would have had some mentors, people that kind of would have pushed me in the direction that you guys are, because you have a lot of opportunity And this is a big stepping stone. I think for TCAT and NC3 for being able to do this signing day is something special that not a lot of people get to do. Yeah, they talk about, certain colleges will, students will get athletes and things like that. We'll have a special signing day. But to do a signing day like this, I think is huge. And I think you guys are blessed to have that opportunity to do that. So, something important to know is, as we go through life, and as you step into this phase of what you're doing, you're going to earn this. It's not going to be given to you. And as you go through that, looking at earning it, you're going to appreciate it more. If I just give it to you, it's not going to be valued. But when you work hard with your hands, and when you come to class, and when you work in the co-op programs, these other industries, and that you're going to be in, earning that is going to be something that somebody can't take away, which they kind of stated earlier. But over the next couple minutes, I'm just going to give you a couple points. I'm going to give you some examples of my team as to who's been through this program. I'm going to give you some tools that, what the TCAT will do and what they're going to give to you. What business owners like myself are seeing in today's workplace, and how skilled employees are more likely to be successful than college credits or academics. So to give you a few examples, my dad started the company 35 years ago. There's about half of the crew, we have about 19 employees. Half of our crew has been through a TCAT program of some shape or form. A couple of guys that I'll talk about real quick, one of them is kind of another dad to me. 35 years ago, he graduated high school. In this high school, they had programs similar like this, where there was a little bit of welding and a little bit of machining. He left high school, started working with my dad. And while he was working with my dad, he was going to TCAT school at night. Now he's a head lead in our lathe department. It's probably one of the best in our industry. There's another guy that we hired probably about 2 or 3 years ago that he went to a tech school in PA. And so now he's moved down here. And when I saw that on his resume when we hired him, when I read through his resume right before we hired him, I'm like, the guy's been at a TCAT school, he put forth the effort, he moves to the front of the line. So now he's one of our head programs. We have 2 currently that are working for us right now that have came through this program. One of them we hired about a little over a year ago, and he now is our second shift lead manager. And just recently, within the last 2 weeks, we're co-oping with a kid that's in the machine tool program here. That in a meeting I had this morning with some of our staff, they were like, man, it's amazing the strides that he's made in 2 weeks. So it just shows you the effort that you put into it. You're going to get that back out. So the TCAT school is going to help build a foundation that's going to help you grow not only as an employee, but as an individual. They're going to give you the tools and the foundation that you're going to be able to build on. Without these tools and without these resources, it's hard to grow or be successful. With our business that we currently have now, my dad did a great job of laying a foundation. When I came on board in 2005, we had like 6 employees. Now we've got 19, and we run 2 shifts. So the foundation that was built there, we're able to build upon it. So it's something to really consider when you're going through this program, is take the tools and the resources that they're giving you, take the little nuggets that I call them, and build upon that to make you better when you hit the workforce. It's easy for me to talk about manufacturing, and this isn't all about manufacturing. It's all about skilled laborers. But from a manufacturing standpoint, for the last 10 or 15 years, there's a huge skills gap. And that's what we're seeing right now. So as I talk through this, there's an opportunity that you guys have to, I think Nathan made a point on it, to kind of write your own check as to what you want to do. The demand is there, which from an employer standpoint is not easy. It's challenging. But from an employee standpoint, it's huge, because as we've seen over the last 5 years, those employees that we have hired that have the skill set drastically increase their rate of pay and their take home. So now they can provide for their families, that some others that have college degrees that are now kind of looking for jobs. I wasn't going to hit on this, but I guess I will chase a rabbit real quick. When we went through COVID in the manufacturing industry, and a lot of the service side of the industry not necessarily food beverage industry, but we were classified as essential. So therefore, the opportunities that went through as COVID hit, we all got to grow a little bit more with that. So there was no setbacks. So it's something to think about as you're going through these programs and you're taking these skill classes, that the demand is there, something you can really take advantage of. From a business owner standpoint, we're facing these challenges daily. And to see 20-something plus students in here that is looking to get into the skills trade is very encouraging from our standpoint. I'm a very positive type person. So yes, there's a skills gap there, but it's our job now to figure out how can we solve that? How can we as leaders in the industry come communicate with you guys to encourage you guys, to motivate you guys to say, hey, get into this industry, get into a skills trade, because I promise you, those skills that you learn, they can't take that away from you, because it's something that's going to last you forever. For many years, the narrative has been pushed, a four-year college degree. And nothing against college degrees, I've got one. But that's not always the case. A study was shown through the U.S. Department of Education that employees that have a skill set are easier to not only find a job, to hold a job, but as also in that area, as they get out of that school trade, they're more likely to stay in the area of which they study. So therefore, when I get out of a cosmetology program or a machine tool program, you're more likely going to stay in that versus someone that may have gone to college and got a degree in something else, and now they're studying something completely different. So, really think about that as you learn and as you grow, that the opportunities are going to be there for you. So, as we've looked through the skills gap that we're facing now. As you guys get through these programs, you got to understand, as I was talking about a minute ago, there's foundations that you're going to have to build. When I started where I was, I left high school, I went to college, I was there for 2.5 years, and I'm like, this is not for me. There's more out there. I'm learning stuff that is not what I'm going to be able to use in business. So I came to work for my dad. I was working with him for about a year. He said, here, look, there's a sales book, there's a bunch of contacts, hit the road running, see what you can find. I did it for about a year. I came back to him and I'm like, this is challenging. And he said, yes, it is. He said, but the work you put in for that full year, you understood now a foundation of what it takes to run a business, what it takes to communicate with your employees, how do you talk to your customers, what do the customers need? So you build that foundation to help now grow as you get older in what you're doing. Have that. Not everyone here will be an employee. I hope there's some employers that are in this room here today. Having the mindset, being motivated. First step, again, like I said, was here. You're motivated. You're here for a reason. So really take that and move with it. In closing, I'll leave you with this. Know the opportunities out there are endless. It's there for your taking. It's up to you. As you go through these programs, I encourage you to set goals. Set 6-month goals, set 5-month goals. 5-year goals, set 10-year goals. And set goals that, my thing in philosophy is if I set a goal, I want someone to laugh at my goal because they think it's too crazy. If you set a goal that nobody laughs at, then your goal's not big enough. So what do you want to do in 6 months? What do you want to do in the next 5 years? Set those goals, write those down, and make those stepping stones to say, hey, that's what I want to do. When you write it down, you're more likely to succeed in doing it. So when you get through this program, or however it looks, whatever it looks like, if you finish or you don't, find what you love and do it. When you wake up every morning, if it's something you don't want to go do, take a step back and figure out what that is. When you can wake up every morning and you go to work and you love what you do, you're going to get more. Your employees are going to see that. So therefore, that's going to help your bank account. Things like that. I don't want to hit, a lot on the money, but it's kind of one of those that, it is a need and it is an asset, but it's something that you can really strive for. So a couple things is know that hard work pays off. They can't take hard work away. And the other thing is a hard work ethic. If you have a hard work ethic, people see it as an employee. So when you step out into that workforce, find an employer or a company that values you and that appreciates you. If you see that, it's going to be huge from the growth of you personally as an individual. If you find yourself in an environment that it's not something you want, step back and say, hey, what is it that I want? But find a place where you can find a team that you can be a part of that is going to help you grow as an individual. I really do hope that you guys take this day, because it's something special, and build on it and really look forward to seeing what's out there in the future. But I'll leave you with this. Good luck and go get them, because it's out there for the taking. You just got to go get it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jeremy. That's a lot of good advice there. I hope you'll take that to heart. So today, students have the option of signing for several programs here for TCAT Nashville. We invite family, friends. We have some media people here to come and take photos. We just ask you avoid the media area. We're recording this event. It will be broadcast on the National Coalition of Certification Centers website. We invite the business and industry representatives from each technical sector and our faculty from each program area to come to the front and stand behind our future students as a sign of support. Our business and industry partners are here to demonstrate their support, to let our students know they're committed to their success and that great careers await them upon graduation. Our faculty are here to let our future students know that they're committed to helping them learn and apply their knowledge in their field of expertise. So we're going to begin this morning with building construction. So I'd like to invite Associate Instructor Tim Austin and students signing for building construction to come forward. I'd ask business and industry partners to stand behind the students. So it's my pleasure to welcome our building construction students. So take your 2 copies of your letter and your seat and your hat, and come and have a seat up here behind the table. So this is for building construction technology. So I'm not going to attempt to read off the names for each program. So if you will, we'll begin at the end down here. So give your name and your high school. Okay. All right. So now if you'll sign 2 copies of the letter of intent. All right, and you'll place 1 copy in the tray for us to have as a record, and you'll keep 1 copy, and put your hat on your head. All right, ladies and gentlemen, would you join me in applauding the next generation of building construction professionals? Let's see, we have Mark Ingram is here for now. But Mark, would you like to come and stand behind these students? Do we have any other building construction people here in the room? All right, thank you, gentlemen. Now, at this time, I invite IT coordinator and instructor Terry Doss and students signing for computer information technology to come forward. I'd also like to ask business and industry partners to come and stand behind the students. So it's my pleasure to welcome our computer information technology student. So if you'll sign your 2 copies of the letter of intent. Place one in the tray and give us your name and high school. All right, Sumner County Middle Technical College, high school. Thank you, sir. All right, put your hat on your head. All right, thank you. All right, so let's congratulate Josh. All right, this time I'd like to invite our instructor, Christina Hurd, and student signing for cosmetology to come forward. Also ask any business and industry partners to come and stand behind the students. We'll do two sections. So we'll start here at the far end. So give us your name and high school. Okay, all right, very good. Well, if you'll sign your 2 copies of letter of intent. And you place 1 copy in the tray there. Place your hat on your head. Now, ladies and gentlemen, would you join me in applauding the next generation of cosmetology professionals? Thank you. All right, next group. All right, so we'll start on the far end. So give us your name and high school. So if you'll sign your 2 letters of intent. And you place 1 copy in the tray for us. Place your hat on your head. All right, ladies and gentlemen, would you join me in applauding the next generation of cosmetology students? Thank you. All right, next we have machine tool technology. So I'd like to invite senior instructor Monty Nelson and students signing for machine tool technology to come forward. Also like to ask business and industry partners to come and stand behind the students. All right, give us your name and high school. All right, John, if you'll take your 2 letters there and sign both copies. Oh, wonderful. And if you'll place 1 in the tray and place your hat on your head. All right, would you join me in applauding John as next machine tool professional? At this time, I'll invite senior instructor Clyde Walker and students signing for welding technology to come forward. So you'll need to divide up into a few groups here. Any industry partners that we have, would you come forward and stand behind the students? I will start on the far end here. Sir, would you give us your name and high school? Okay, wonderful. So if you'll sign your 2 copies of letter of intent. Place one copy in the tray for us. And place your hat on your head. All right, ladies and gentlemen, join me in applauding the next generation of welding professionals. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, next group. All right, we'll start on the far end here, sir. Give us your name and high school. All right, so if you'll sign your 2 copies of letter of intent, place one in the tray for us. And place your hat on your head. All right, ladies and gentlemen, join me in congratulating the next generation of welding professionals. All right, next group. All right, so we'll start on the far end and introduce yourself and tell us your high school. All right, so if you'll sign your 2 copies of letter of intent, place one in the tray for us. And place your hat on your head. All right, join me in applauding the next generation of welding professionals. All right, thank you, gentlemen. All right. We have also Tyler Ingram here to sign for HVAC. We don't have HVAC here in Portland, but he has applied for our main campus in Nashville. So, Tyler, if you'll come forward and bring your 2 copies of letter of intent. All right, so you've signed both copies there and place one in the tray for us. Tyler already said your name, but give us your name and high school. All right, place your hat on your head. All right, join me in congratulating the next generation of HVAC professionals. Oh, this is an exciting day, and I want to thank you today for your participation in National Signing Day. Thank you for honoring those entering a technical field. I want to thank all of our people here at the Portland campus for preparations and getting this together, especially Miss Melinda Doss for coordinating this event today. And I look forward, students, to seeing you on campus. Also, Mr. Mark Gregory has asked if you're from Robertson County, if you're a Robertson County student, when we're finished here, if you'll come forward to get a picture of all Robertson County students. And we're glad to have Dr. Blackwood here today from TBR. Dr. Blackwood, would you like to come and give some closing remarks for us?
Good afternoon. I'm Jothany Blackwood, the Vice Chancellor for Academics that supports all 40 of our colleges across the state of Tennessee. I particularly chose to be here in Portland. This is a vibrant community, and I wanted to congratulate each and every one of you all on making the most important decision of your life. The paper you're holding today is just the beginning of a journey that is going to lead each of you all to social and economic mobility for yourselves, for your families, and for contributing back to your communities. The training you get here today is preparing you to be the future of this country. This is an important decision. You all are on the right pathway, and don't let anything get in the way of your dream. It starts today. And I look forward to seeing the success that will continue to happen in your lives. And I congratulate you all today and as you move forward, and take a moment just to celebrate yourselves for this important decision. Congratulations.
So Robertson County students come forward. Also Sumner County students come forward. Yes, ma'am. All right, Gallatin and Portland students come forward. So you'll have to coordinate all those picture-taking moments, okay? All right, thank you for being here. So Robertson County, Sumner County students, Gallatin, and Portland.